First, here at 6, the Supreme Court has overturned Roe v. Wade, ending constitutional protections for abortion that had been in place nearly 50 years. Crowds of supporters and opponents of the decision gathered outside the Supreme Court today, the ruling coming more than a month after the leak of a draft opinion by Justice Samuel Alito, foreshadowing today's announcement. Justice Alito's ruling says the authority to regulate abortion rests with the political branches, not with the courts.
The only way we can secure a woman's right to choose, and the balance that existed, is for Congress to restore the protections of Roe v. Wade as federal law. No executive action from the president can do that.
Today's decision is expected to lead to abortion bans in about half the states. Now, within hours, reactions from both sides began pouring in, and we want to remind viewers that at this moment, abortion is still legal in both Iowa and Illinois.
But News 8's Shelby Kluber spoke to one local woman who says the ability to choose could have saved her own mother's life, and now she's calling today's ruling terrifying.
This is what a pro-life marriage is.
For some, Friday's news has been decades in the making.
This is what a pro-life marriage looks like.
But for others, it's anything but celebratory.
It felt kind of sad and kind of crushed, I guess.
For Tracy Jones, overturning Roe brings back a lifetime of memories.
My mom, her name was Shirley. She was born in 1939, so you gotta probably assume that like Shirley Temple may have been popular back then or something.
By the early 70s, Shirley had 3 kids and was going through a divorce. Then she found out she was pregnant.
With that particular pregnancy, the doctor told her she probably would die, but they were unable to do anything. So she traveled to New York to get an abortion, but by the time she was able to get there, they discovered she was 24 weeks along.
Shirley, forced to continue her pregnancy, died a few weeks later.
Had it been available here, yeah, she could be alive right now, or she could have at least been able to live to raise her children.
It's a fate her daughter worries more women might now face.
When you're pregnant, especially when you already have kids, you know like how sacred that is. But at the same time, she wasn't able to make her own decision, and that's wrong.
Now, with abortion decisions up to individual states, Tracy is turning her attention to one thing.
We need to vote. We need to get out there because our kids are depending on us. Our children are depending on us.
Channeling her fear into action.
The only way we're going to change things is if we vote. It's the only way.
In Rock Island, Shelby Kluver, WQAD News 8.
Well, one local pro-life group is saying this decision is what they've been fighting for over 50 years.
News 8's Nina Burns spoke with the president of that organization, who tells us what this means for their movement.
A moment history will remember.
So exciting and really hard to believe.
As the president of the pro-life organization Quad City Right to Life, Lori Bowman celebrates the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Even babies that were scheduled for abortion today in some clinics in some states are going to live now. And I think that's profound.
The organization started in 1972, just 1 year prior to the Supreme Court's original ruling.
The Roe v. Wade was very extreme. And it's barbaric. It allowed abortion. In fact, it mandated abortion onto all 50 states, whether they had pro-life laws or pro-abortion laws.
Bowman uses her resale shop to raise funds for their mission and to display pro-life education.
We do education. We show people the science of fetal development. We show them it's a baby. And you know, fetal development and the technology has changed a lot in 50 years.
But says the fight on abortion isn't over just yet.
I know that as our side is celebrating and thankful for this long-awaited victory, I know that there are many ill-informed people who think that it's going to hurt women or be detrimental to their health care, but that is not really the truth. Abortion involves 2 people.
Still seeing today as a major victory. In Davenport, Nina Burns, WQAD News 8.